the throne room felt cold. Vast and empty. King Alaric's death still clung to the air, a shroud of grief and uncertainty. Ilara, his only heir, now bore the weight of the kingdom on her slender shoulders. She was young, barely a woman. Thrust into power too soon. Her father's advisors, seasoned men with faces etched by time and worry, whispered doubts behind their hands. Did she possess the strength, the cunning, to rule? Ilara saw the doubt in their eyes, felt the sting of their whispers like venom in her veins. Trust became a luxury she could ill afford. Sleep evaded her. The silken sheets of her bed felt like a cage. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of leaves outside her window, sent shivers down her spine. She was surrounded by shadows, by whispers of conspiracy. Alone in a den of vipers. One night, a crumpled parchment found its way into her chambers. Delivered by stealth, its message scrawled in hasty, nervous script. Ilara's heart pounded as she read the anonymous words. A warning. A traitor lurked within the court. Someone close, plotting her downfall. The letter named no names, offered no proof. Just a chilling accusation, a seed of doubt sown in fertile ground. Ilara reread the note, her mind racing. Who could it be? Who among her advisors, her confidants, harbored such treachery in their hearts? Two figures rose to the forefront of her suspicions. Lady Vivian, her father's trusted advisor, and Lord Cedric, a childhood friend and captain of the Royal Guard. Both were close to her, held positions of influence. Both had something to gain from her downfall. The weight of the crown grew heavier. Ilara clutched the letter, the parchment crinkling in her fist. She was surrounded by enemies, real and imagined. Trust had become a dangerous game, one she could no longer afford to lose. Sleep, when it finally came, was filled with nightmares. Faces twisted in betrayal, whispers of conspiracy echoing in her ears. Ilara woke with a gasp, her mind made up. She would play the serpent with its own venom, unmask the traitor within her midst. Her plan was simple. Elegant. In its cruelty. She announced a grand feast, inviting the entirety of the court. Whispers of a possible betrothal, a strategic alliance, spread like wildfire. Ilara watched, a predator observing her prey. During the festivities, she let slip a carefully crafted lie. A fabricated secret, whispered to Lady Vivian, concerning a hidden cache of weapons, a supposed threat to the throne. If Vivian was indeed the traitor, this information would be too tempting to resist. The trap was set. Now, Ilara had only to wait, to observe, and to pray that her instincts were not mistaken. The fate of her reign, perhaps even her life, hung in the balance. Section 4, The Price of Betrayal. The night of the feast stretched on, an endless parade of smiling faces and veiled intentions. Ilara played her part, a queen serene and in control, while inside, her heart hammered against her ribs. Doubt gnawed at her. Had she been mistaken? As the night deepened and the revelry reached its peak, a shadow detached itself from the fringes of the crowd. Lord Cedric, his face pale and drawn, moved with a purpose towards the royal armory. Ilara watched. A cold dread settling in her stomach. She had her answer, but it came at a terrible price. Cedric, her childhood friend, the man she had trusted with her life, had betrayed her. His motives were irrelevant. His actions had sealed his fate. The guards apprehended Cedric as he attempted to flee the castle. He offered no resistance, his shoulders slumped with defeat. Ilara confronted him, her voice a hollow whisper in the silent courtyard. Cedric's eyes, filled with shame and regret, met hers. He offered no excuses, only a plea for understanding. Section 5. A Lonely Throne. The execution was swift, a brutal necessity. Ilara watched from her balcony, her face a mask of stone. Cedric's betrayal had cut deep, severing a bond of trust that stretched back to childhood. In that moment, she felt utterly alone. Years passed. Ilara, hardened by betrayal and grief, proved to be a wise and just ruler. She led with strength and intelligence, earning the respect, if not the love, of her people. But the scars of Cedric's treachery remained. A constant reminder of the fragility of trust. She never took another confidant, kept her own counsel, her heart encased in ice. The crown she wore, once a symbol of hope, now felt like a cage. A barrier separating her from the world. Ilara ruled, yes, but at a terrible cost. She had learned the hard way that even in the highest echelons of power, trust was a dangerous luxury, and betrayal, a bitter pill to swallow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like, leave a comment, subscribe and share for more Fiction Fix.